This is Korean Lysandra, so make sure you guys check your volume, as she will be doing a lot of yelling and screaming.
And if you haven't seen Lysandra in a long time,
NA fans will know, I believe. I think that Lysandra's been played once over there.
Yeah, but I don't think the LEC has even looked at Lysandra in a long time.
Had like this woeful actual win rate, because like every time he didn't get Lysandra, it was horrible, but his Lysandra was just great. God, I haven't seen that skip for a long time.
Well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
they're really going for this one as Noah's dead. That's first blood going over to Delight, and maybe we'll get another interview with Delight after this one, which is what everyone wants, as he gets a flash out of Harp as well. Because no, it's all about the tone. Doesn't actually matter what you say, as our producer has confirmed that it is not raining.
I knew that.
Which is great information to have. As Hoya here fighting against Doran. Blank's going to move up with Dove. Umpty's here, but he decides, nah, you don't want any of this. As Hoya hangs out in his mist for a second and then dies. As Doran is going to... See, look, the Thrall plus the reset. Imagine if that was actually a team fight and not just a dead Gwen. It would have been really cool.
Or they could get a kill on Harp hit. That would be really big. Would really open up the map.
Yeah, bit of a face check. Kick flash from Umpty. Is going to get the flash out of Harp, but look at that mobility. In goes Dove, trying to show that value, but it's just not going to work out. Not enough damage, not even nearly. And there is the counter kill to come through from Fredit Brion. 1,100 gold. The current lead for Fredit Brion, who are looking to travel with this snowball down the mountain, as Harp is going to help them with that. Getting kicked, getting taken down here by Umpty. As I could have changed the energy, but I just didn't, and I apologize.
Truly a beautiful performance here from Fredit Brion, snowballing.
It really is just almost too much action to really put into words here, so I'm not going to. As the red buff is going to bite the dust. No more Bramblebacks for the jungle of KT for the next little while.
If I'm not mistaken, Fredit Brion is a team that more than anything invites these types of games.
Right, there you go. Good knock up onto Umpty, who's going to have to move out of the way. We'll see whether he can escape. This one is in goes Dove and finishes it off. Frozen Tomb comes down. Henna absolutely destroyed. Delight goes gold and then flashes. Oh, okay, the Raptor is not going to kill him, as he is going to be able to escape from that one, as Hoya takes down Dove in the end, and now the Fredit Brion re-attack is trying to come through, but it's not going to be enough, and the resets were just too much. As Doran, can't stop the back!
God. Yeah. I guess he's dual-wielding Blades of the Ruined King.
Do you think that takes away some of the, you know, the specialness that it feels to have his cool sword? Is going to have to hold that thought as Blank goes in. Immediately, they pop Henna. There are the resets that we're talking about, as KT have found their team fight this time. This one looks way better. Fate's Call gets Harp in there, but he's a little bit disjointed from his team. Doran trying to get over. Heartbreaker is going to get him on in there as Lava trying to escape. Just resetting all over the place as this guy, as he manages to kill the wrong LeBlanc. And that should mean we have named some things relatively well in the past, but also done a bad job in the past as well. So, that's going to be a party cast. As good knock up there from Blank. Hoya in a bit of trouble here, as the Solar Flare is also going to do absolutely nothing, and Hoya just gets ripped to shreds. Nothing Fredit Brion could do to get their Gwen out. And Umpty, he was looking for a flank opportunity, but just a little bit mismanaged and mistimed from Fredit Brion. Doran was having a bit of fun here as they just close in one more time. Oh no, Lava just pops. And you can't be doing that. You can't just be face checking.
Doran,
Void Staff and Deathcap in hand. Oh, Hoya. Okay, he's going to be able to block the ulti. Yeah, and will be able to make his way out. I think he's still dead, but he's buying some time, which is pretty cool. Doran walks through the base gate and should be able to win this 1v1. So in the end, it's actually a disaster. As we've got another fight breaking out here. Delight going to have to run. Survives for the moment as Doran eventually takes down Hoya. And Delight, man, he's just wandering slowly away. That's the counter, I guess. It takes a really long time, but they get him in the end as Henna has to flash. And Lava now looking to escape. So despite everything, despite staying alive for a lot longer in that fight than I was expecting, they still lose two, and KT will have a lot of control here.
You see the Locket getting so much value as well. Harp really recognizing that Lava is constantly looking for the opening, but there's no opening that's being given. Right?
A very clean Baron take, because of course they're spooked. As Dove gonna have to go golden here, as Lava looking to go back. Harp knew that flash was coming, and Doran going to Stab him with the Blade of the Rune King. Nicely done. KT now should be able to head over towards this Baron. Start it up. They've got Rend. And they also have their Smite alive and their 5 versus 4. Should be pretty comfy. And there's not going to be a contest from Fred. We're just going to fight around the Elder instead. Q going to connect onto Noah, but Humpty's not going to be able to go in. There's the Claw. Yeah, there we go. Procs the Horizon Focus. Pretty cool stuff.
Oh!
Okay, yeah, Hoya looking to go in. That's a pretty good Solar Flare, but these Onyas is going to be a little bit better. Oh my goodness, the damage. Even though Hoya is behind, still Gwen is in goes Dove. The Circle of Frost is beautiful. Double kill immediately there for Noah, as now he's looking to hop around this fight. There's okay, Doran. Goodness gracious me, as he picks up a reset and then decides to go a little bit ham, but keeps himself alive with the best item in the game. As KT now looking to knock on the front door of Fred Brion. They will take down at least one Nexus turret as Chains of Corruption come in yet again, and Blank says no. Lava diving on forward, but he just doesn't have enough damage to kill anyone right now. And Dove is going to be able to pick that one up. Now the last remaining Nexus turret in the Nexus will be taken, and KT, after an early deficit, and try and lock down a 2-0, because I think that's one of their biggest things is consistency. They took the roller coaster out of the logo, but you can't take it out of the team necessarily.
Oh, don't mention.
As Doran, this is going to be a tough one. It's definitely going to be a tough one. We'll see whether he does switch over to the Ignite as well, which we've seen a few Akalis do when faced with the Gwen. Brianna doesn't really mind a Lissandra matchup anyway, so here we go. Onto the Rift for game number 2. Let's see whether KT can keep it together for this one, or whether it's a Chieftain that has been charged up and is ready to pop off here after the Fred Brion substitution. Alright, that's a lot of losses. Is this top lane Akali win rate?
I mean, based on who played it, it's also mid lane, right?
6 losses in a row. As Hoya is going to get lit on fire. No flash, remember. As, oh, that win becomes lightning. It was beautiful. And there is the backflip. Doran's going to kill him in style. First blood to the Akali. Great news for KT.
Blank are now at almost 2k gold lead. And I don't know if Fred Brion can contest this here.
Yeah, Chieftain in position. It could be a 50-50. As there will be a snare onto Henna. That's a beautiful steal from Chieftain. Great double knockup from Delight as well as the shockwave lands onto 2, but it's just not enough. Doran comes on in there. The mists come down, but Hoya now trapped in amongst 5 people, and he will be eviscerated. Now Doran looking for more. As in they go one more time. Massive knockup after the Realm Warp, and Fred and Brion are being obliterated.
Doran and Dove that find these openings and completely demolish. And I said, I don't know if they can go for this. They pushed him away really, really well, but look who are actually hit by this ultimate, right? It's Blank, who takes no damage, as well as Harp, who still has the Senna locked up, and there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
And, like, no one can lock down Doran. This Realm Mob is amazing. This is the second time today that we've seen these hyper-aggressive Realm Mob. Also, you know the amount of... Look at the water walking value.
I know. Don't worry. That's all I was paying attention to. That's why I accidentally said that KT knocked everyone up when actually it was a grand entrance on themselves. As have a look at this, and all of them knocked up. Does not matter. It was all about closing the gap, and damn. This Rise pick paying off.
I know that's not true, but it's actually what's going to happen, though. That's the worrying part. As they go again.
Yeah, here's a warp towards the top side as Hoya. Yeah, any miss that can save you from that one. As Blank just going to walk out of the turret range. Okay, Fred Brion will be rewarded for their positioning as in goes Delight. There's the quickness, immediate flash there as Dove is going to get thrown around like a ragdoll and taken out. Do you have a favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire song?
Can I say anything but September? Or like,
yeah, I think that's allowed. Let's Groove is my favorite. As in goes Doran. Oh my goodness, very much in goes Doran. As in goes Chieftain. Out goes Chieftain. Out goes Doran. Looks like Fred Brion not going to give this one away. Maybe they've scaled enough. Maybe they haven't, as we're trading skill shots just a little bit. Shuriken backflip not going to be gone in on. There's a lot of vision available. That's just going to be the Drake for free. And now the engage comes on forward. Doran sitting outside of this fight for the moment, as there's the Dawning Shadow a little bit early, and not for a whole lot of value, as Golden is Hoya, has to flash immediately as Doran just does so much damage, and KT damn, their wallets are so extraordinarily heavy. As Lava gets a 4-man shockwave, and guess how much it means? Nothing at all, as now he's gonna have to walk away as best he can from the inevitable demise of the Baron. Or maybe just the base. We're not entirely sure, as Harp... Is Harp just gonna look for the 1v1? No, not gonna be able to quite find the last Tongue Lash, and there is the Baron. Both him and Hoya, with their Banshee's Veils available. Hoya not so much anymore. Now KT. Will they break the base with this Baron? 2.5 minutes on that 4-stack Infernal Soul. And look, I'm losing my mind a little bit, but I kind of want this game to keep going. As, okay. Oh, okay, that counter engage is fantastic. Dawning Shadow does actually a lot of damage as Doran on the flank. Delight's in trouble. Just going to get absolutely destroyed by Doran, who goes golden in the end. That's going to buy them enough space to take down this inhibitor turret and maybe get themselves even more. Doran's playing so damn well this game. In fact, this whole series, there's a reason why there was so much hype. Unfortunately, he didn't live up to it last season. But this is the time when you want to peak. As now that I've talked him up this much, it's time to dive the Nexus turrets. As all no, come on. No, I'm not going to cast a curse at that bad. As okay, that's the kickback, but it's onto Harp. Not really what you want. As he's just going to walk on forward. He's got the great health. That's another 3-man shockwave, but it's another 3-man shockwave that's too late. Oh no, out of the fountain goes Delight. Does some decent work, but Doran's going to be able to pick it up with some perfect execution. A little bit of that, but still in the end, a 2-0 for KT. That's a lot of Orianna damage and a lot of Akali damage in comparison to everybody else on his team. Doran certainly the one. Oh my goodness, Hoya.
Thank you. This is Susan with the translation, and our POG from KT Roaster will be the solo laner Stuff and Doran. Congratulations. Thank you. KT, this was your third challenge to lock down your third win. How are you feeling, Dove? We kind of suffered from a lot of, comeback losses, the enemy coming back. So we had some frustrations, but we had some good feelings in game 1. So yeah, we were feeling so well about game 2 as well. So I'm so glad that we secured the victory. What about you, Doran? Yeah, me too. I'm glad that we won. I hope we can keep winning. Dove, just like you mentioned, KT has been displaying a really decent performance, but you guys just couldn't connect that into a victory. So what kind of feedback went back and forth? Just about mistakes, we make too many mistakes and we make rash decisions. That was the focal point. And we really worked hard to tidy up those issues. So maybe we looked a little bit, slower in tempo, but I'm glad that we were able to, close out the win. And finally, we were able to end on a good note. And Dove, you brought Lissandra back to the Rift after 315 days. Lissandra is a champion that is pretty weak in laning phase, but you were able to put up a really good fight up against LeBlanc. Could you tell us about the logic about the pick? LeBlanc-Lissandra is a very common classic matchup, so we thought this pick would be pretty viable. And I think, we saw the value out of the champion. I think we'll keep using this champion on and on. Other than Lissandra, we also had Sinjao Gragas from KT Roaster in that game. A very strong teamfight comp. Was the teamfight something that you guys focused on? Lissandra? He said he wanted to play Lissandra, so we were like, okay. I think that was his comfort pick. So, could you, break it down for us? What happened exactly? I've been telling my team that I want to try Lissandra for my team, but Doran was the doubter. He wasn't, you know, down to see Lissandra in the LCK match, so no, I told you to play it. No, at the end I told you like if you want to, you can play. But no, I heard it like whatever, if you want to. What's wrong about Lissandra? Tell us. I mean, Lissandra is an off-meta pick, you know. We lost a lot on the champion, right? You know. So I was not sure about it. I'm still not sure about it, but I think Dove did play a good game on it. What about today? He never, you know, see? He never just made compliments about his teammates. No, Dove, you did a fantastic job today. You won your POG on the champion. So early on, it was actually the opponents picking up all the objectives. So what did you focus on in order to make a comeback? We just, you know, yeah, Bro played a really good early game, so they were able to win all the objectives. So we wanted to, you know, look for that one shot to punish their mistake, and I think we maneuvered that really well. And there was a huge Raptor fight, which allowed the KT roster to come back online. With that flank TP, I wasn't like we were gonna win this game for sure, but we were like, I think we are back in the game, you know, we got the momentum back. In game number 1 and 2, Sinja was locked in very fast. Was that the centerpiece of KT's draft today? Our coaching staff said Sinja was really good and Blank was also really confident in that pick. And Doran, you won POG on Kali. 708 was your final KDA scoreline, and unanimous POG vote secured. Are you satisfied with your performance today? To be honest, I think I got outlaned by the opponent in game number 1. And also, I made some mistakes with the skill combos on Akali, because I haven't been playing Akali these days. So it's a bit of a bummer that I haven't really practiced it a lot or enough. However, Doran, you actually ended Akali's 6-game-long losing streak. She was winless in the current patch. You know, we had some counter actions into Akali these days. What do you think about the current status or the win rate of Akali right now? I mean, she's good and bad in given situation. It depends on the given situation, so you have to play it when she can, you know, perform. The KT's Dove-Doran duo are the strong link of her team, and we had some banter on stage right now. So, what do you think of your teamwork or synergy? Mid and top, they have nothing to do with teamwork, to be honest, you know? What are you talking about? I mean, see how it talks back, you know? I mean, I'm not saying we don't need teamwork, but we don't really have much thing to do with teamwork, you know? We are solo laners. It is more about playing together with the jungler, not the top mid. So we don't really have a lot of communications in game, especially in the early game, you know. We just make calls about enemies' locations. So speaking of teamwork, well, it ain't bad. What about you, Doran? Would you like to add on to that? Well, I'm a bit hurt. You know, I've been paying attention to him a lot in game, but the way he said we have nothing doing together, so I don't know what to say, you know. I think we need more communication. You will face up Hana Life Esports in your upcoming match. It's gonna be you versus Chovy. Chovy, his team is not on the upper echelon, but I think Chovy as an individual is still one of the top players. So I think I'll be a little bit nervous. So I'm gonna prepare hard in order to have a great game against him. Me too. You know, I think I have to practice more and come back stronger to get a victory. Wish you the best of luck in that upcoming series as well. And this is the end of the interview from Dove, Doran, the solo laners, and from KT Roaster. Back to our casters. Thank you.
Thank you so much.